offer. Single item at regular price.
We're out of time for today. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll be back to wrap up the week 21 hours. What's next?
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
With great savings rates and debt solutions to help you refocus your finances, the new year is full of possibility with AmeriQ Credit Union. Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate past debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that will help you save for the future. Possibility starts here with AmeriQ Credit Union. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Also, I think so, too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Can we listen to the station? Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 6. I'm Heather Curtis. As the D.C. area braces for a whopper of a winter storm, area leaders are activating emergency resources.
We are expecting large amounts of snowfall, freezing rain, and sleet.
Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger declaring a state of emergency.
The declaration will allow state agencies to be prepared for impacts all across the Commonwealth.
Maryland Governor Wes Moore yesterday declaring a state of preparedness that activates an emergency response. In D.C., the Department of Public Works says it's lining up staffing, equipment, and materials. Barbara Britt, WMAL and WMAL.com.
The National Weather Service issued a winter storm watch for the entire DMV from Saturday night through Monday morning.
Weekend snow probability, 5 inches on the low end. I think that's almost a sure bet at this point. 10 inches, not out of the question for the district, Arlington and Alexandria. There's the winter alert on Sunday for the heaviest of the snow and the wintry mix.
7 News meteorologist Steve Rudin. It's probably just as well that the Potomac River is going to be covered with snow this weekend.
Because right now it's filling with raw sewage, spilling from a 6-foot wide, 54-mile-long pipe that broke near the Clara Barton Parkway at the D.C. Montgomery line on Monday. That's 60 million gallons a day.
This is certainly a significant event. We do have aging infrastructure.
Spokeswoman Sherry Lewis with D.C. Water says the utility's racing to get a bypass system built to divert the sewage from the river so they can make repairs. But that's expected to take several more days at least. D.C. Water's advising you to stay away from the water because it could make you sick if the smell doesn't get to you first. John Matthews on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Following the recommendation of a new congressional map for the state of Maryland, anger and criticism from some.
It's objectively unconstitutional. The governor has it wrong. This is not a fair map. The bottom line is it is to advance his presidential aspirations.
The state's lone Republican Congressman Andy Harris's seat could be in jeopardy as more Democrats would be added to his district. Governor Wes Moore's redistricting commission and the move for new maps has GOP delegate Ryan Nowacki telling Fox 45.
Because if he's willing to trample on the Constitution now, when else will he be willing to trample upon the Constitution?
As things move forward for potential approval of the governor's guidance.
My urge for the Maryland General Assembly is debate the maps, make adjustments if you see fit, but take a vote.
Scott Lynn on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Checking your money, the Dow today finishing up 306 points, the Nasdaq finishing up 211. Traffic and weather next.
At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized, so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car. No, son, I think so, too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it? Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right? Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around. Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app. Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now. Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Here's Michelle Murray in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
In the district, the accident on 295 north and southbound between Malcolm X Avenue and the Suitland Parkway has now been cleared. All lanes are now open, but you will still find very slow traffic in both directions. And there is still an accident to watch out for on DC 295 northbound at the off-ramp to eastbound Pennsylvania Avenue. That is traffic jam from the 11th Street Bridge. Also, you will find very slow traffic in the 3rd Street Tunnel southbound between New York Avenue and the freeway. And the freeway still jammed up between the 14th Street Bridge and the 3rd Street Tunnel, and your delays continue to the 11th Street Bridge. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Clear through tonight as temperatures fall to near 30 degrees. Friday, highs in the mid-40s, and those temperatures will plummet to the single digits and lower teens by Saturday morning. Dry and bitterly cold Saturday before the snow arrives by Saturday night. I'm 7 News meteorologist Mark Pena in the First Alert Weather Center.
Right now, 48 in Lorton, 44 in Germantown, and 50 degrees here in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Mark Levin.
Deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
number, 877-381-3811, 877-3811. We broadcast sea to sea, every corner of the planet. This is Radio Free America. Radio Free America. We broadcast in the blue cities and blue states as well. We broadcast in the communist regimes, fascist regimes, Islamo-Nazi regimes like Iran. We're heard everywhere. And I'm blessed to have this platform. And I'm even more blessed to have you. Remember that podcast I was telling you about? The video podcast? We're almost there. We are almost there. I'm not going to announce the date yet, but we're aiming into February. Into February. We want to do it right. And that means we'll be on every conceivable platform, in cable TV, broadcast radio, podcast, all through the internet. Everywhere. Everywhere. I have to laugh at some of these thugs and goons on the internet, Mr. Producer. Oh, your audience is shrinking. Now, actually, we're doing spectacularly well on all of our platforms. And we're creating a new one. Well, you're a, what do they call us? You're a boomer. First of all, I don't even know what half this crap means. It's quite a cesspool, the internet, but we do the best we can. That's why certain individuals hang out there and they look for the worst of the worst. When I hang out there, I look for the best of the best. But we love radio here. Oh, the golden age of radio's over. You know when the golden age of radio's over, Mr. Producer? When I leave. And I'm not leaving anytime soon. I just signed the contract about a year ago. So we're going to be here a while. We want to thank all of our affiliates. They're fantastic. We want to thank Satellite Radio. They're fantastic. We want to thank everybody that takes this program, platforms this program. Thank you all. There's at times like this when things are in turmoil, people listen to the radio because they believe in the radio. They certainly believe in some of us. We've got a lot going on today, a ton. In addition to the issues, we have some guests, and as we get closer, I will tell you who they are. I am praying. I don't always pray. You pray a lot, Rich? You do pray a lot? My wife prays every morning, and sometimes at night, I think. I pray now and then. And I'm praying that we will beat the crap out of the Iranian regime and put an end to the slaughter that's been taking place there for almost half a century. We can't interfere everywhere. We can't be involved everywhere. Some places it's just impossible. We're not talking about ground troops, period. But I am talking about taking out Khomeini and that regime. You know, I put on X, didn't I, Mr. Producer? It's time to kill him. Did I say that? A couple days ago, what did they do? Ban it or something? What did they do? What do they call that? I got slammed for it on X. I get a slap on the hand. Now, if I talk in filthy language, Jew hatred, racism, bigotry, that kind of stuff pretty much hangs there. But I think he needs to be taken out. I really do. And same with all those who conducted themselves by slaughtering all those poor people. It's just horrendous. And the poor Kurds. The Kurds have been allied with us. The Kurds fought ISIS. You know, we like to take credit. We beat ISIS. We beat ISIS. Well, we did, but we couldn't have done it without the Kurds. And there are Kurds that live in millions of them. Turkey, Kurds that live in Syria, millions of them. And they are always under attack. And this Al Qaeda, this fraud that's running Syria, been slaughtering them. And they released thousands of ISIS terrorists. I'm reading all the releases from the various governments, and a lot of it is very one-sided propaganda. I just don't get it, but there it is. And there's got to be payback for this. That's my view. Raping these women, killing these women and these young people. It's just, there's got to be payback for something like this. And we have really some stupid people with huge podcasts. I mean, this guy, Joe Rogan, is a moron. Absolute moron. I'm sorry, folks. I like him as a UFC announcer. I really do. As a color commentator, he's excellent. But he's very low IQ, very uninformed. Just acts like, yeah, really? Well, tell me more about that. He's saying things now that are dumber than dumb. Do you know he thought there were maybe 500 million Jews in the world? He had to be corrected, of course, but it's not just that. And if you're swinging from Bernie Sanders to Donald Trump, and now you're just swinging in between, you don't have any really core principles, in my humble opinion. But he's not alone. Now, the best that can be said, in my view, about him is he's not Tucker Carlson, who came out the other day and said it would actually be good if Iran had nuclear weapons. And you know what that is? You know what that is, Mr. and Mrs. America? That's a traitor. Let's cut to the chase. That's a traitor. If you think a country that wants to blow us off the face of the earth ought to have nuclear weapons, I don't know why you're here. Why doesn't he have his new home in Qatar? I mean, they're all there. They'll take care of him. You believe that the enemy that talks about attacking us and assassinating our president ought to have nuclear weapons, that would be a stabilizing force? That's a lunatic, absolute buffoon. But it's worse. It's a traitor. And this is why they played him. They played him, the government, the Nazi government in Iran, saying stupid stuff. Now, you know what's interesting? The greatest generation would not have put up with this. They would not have put up with this during World War II. Franklin Roosevelt would not have put up with this during World War II. And I don't think there'd be more than a telephone booth full of Americans who would put up with it. Period. And that's one of the things about podcasting and on the internet and so forth. You get all these government and foreign bots. You get a lot of people watching and listening who hate us, and they don't separate that from red-blooded Americans. I mean, that regime has killed hundreds and hundreds of Americans, and they ought to have a nuclear weapon. They'd be stabilizing force. Just when you think insanity can't get any worse, it gets worse. And I don't think the guy's been visited by demons. I think he is a demon. But look, I don't want to spend all day on that. I also think he's becoming increasingly irrelevant. I really do. People are just dismissing him. I do think he ought to, though, put on a white hood and a white sheet. But I don't even think Klansmen think Qatar ought to have nuclear weapons. So he's one of a kind. He's one of a kind, and I mean that in the most, contemptible way possible. Because he just is. Now, before we get to all the other things, I want to get to this guy, Jack Smith. Speaking of contemptible, this guy was horrendous. Let me be blunt with you. Any candidate is free to challenge an election. Any candidate is free to say an election was stolen. Any candidate is free to try and get states or second slates pulled together to challenge an election. None of that is criminal. None of it. None of it. The whole criminalization of President Trump's challenging of the 2020 election is the great assault on the Constitution in our republic. I listened to a lot of this testimony from Jack Smith, and I thought to myself, God, what a low IQ disaster. And then the Democrats, of course. The Democrats. Look what they've become. Look how pathetic these people are. Swalwell. Swalwell should have a bag over his head for what he did to his family. But instead, he's now a candidate for governor. That's the way it works over there. That's the way it works. So what was it? Rogan was talking about, I really think that Donald Trump is using, ICE and all the rest of this stuff as a distraction from Epstein. You believe that, Mr. Reducer?
Fuck is the Australia?
What are you, dumbass? You don't even make any. What? Are you kidding me?
In front of me.
Yes. So anyway, here's some Jack Smith, Representative Tiffany, Republican, Wisconsin. The Republicans were great, by the way. Absolutely great. To a man and a woman. Cut one, go.
Is there any historical precedent for an alternate slate of electors to be sent to Congress? Has that ever happened before?
That had happened, not anything similar to this situation, but you're correct. It was in Hawaii. I think it was Hawaii in, I want to say the 1960 election.
So it has happened before that there was an alternate slate of electors that was sent to Congress, which does the electoral count, correct?
There was a prior time that an electoral slate was sent where there was litigation and recounts going.
Actually, there's twice that it happened, Mr. Chairman. It happened in 1876 and 1960 that these alternate electors happened. I'd like to ask unanimous consent to introduce the 1960 Hawaii case.
Objection.
With that, I yield to the chairman.
See, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing illegal, not even sinister, about sending in another slate of electors, because ultimately Congress decides. And if you don't send in another slate of electors and you're challenging the electors in that particular state and you win the challenge, but you don't have an alternate slate, then you have no electors from that state. So to criminalize this was absolutely outrageous. And he criminalized a lot more than that. We'll listen to a little bit more of this when we return. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
If your credit card balance is freaking you out after all the holiday spending, I have something that can save you money right now. Cut your cell phone bill in half by switching to Pure Talk Saver Plan. Just $20 a month for unlimited talk, text, and 3 gigs of high-speed data on Pure Talk's super fast nationwide 5G network. As a veteran-led company that cares about giving back to those who serve, if you're active or former military or a first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. The easiest way to free up cash flow is to reduce your monthly recurring bills. Start with cutting overpriced wireless and switching to my wireless company. Just dial pound 250 and say Mark Levin, and Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you switch in just minutes. Again, talk, text, and data, just $20 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mark Levin, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Dial pound 250, say Mark Levin. Pure Talk is America's wireless company.
There is accident activity now on 270, which has the northbound lanes closed right now between 121 and 109. The traffic is jammed from Father Hurley Boulevard. The earlier accident, though, on 295 southbound and northbound between the Suitland Parkway and Malcolm X Avenue cleared. All lanes open, but traffic still quite slow in the area. There is accident activity on the inner loop at the Springfield interchange with the right lane blocked there. An accident on the outer loop, though, at the Cabin John Parkway has now been cleared. And you will find crash activity as well. And you will find a street closure right now in Northwest. 16th Street is closed between Oglethorpe Street and Missouri Avenue in Northwest due to police investigation activity. Now from GarageRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch forecast.
Tonight, clear with lows around 30. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, highs in the mid-40s before the Arctic air and snow moves in Saturday night.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or
Cheers.
sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
With great savings rates and debt solutions to help you refocus your finances, the new year is full of possibility with AmeriQ Credit Union. Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate past debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Possibility starts here with AmeriQ Credit Union. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
No, son, I think so too. Have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really?
I got a cup of coffee sitting here with some ginger in it.
Looks
So
like they're making it even
it's
easier.
too hot to drink.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Business, philanthropy.
Witness history in the making.
There is much to accomplish in the next 4 years.
20 days
I will move forward with purpose and, of course, with style.
to become First Lady.
Here we go again.
Melania.
Hi, Mr. President. Congratulations. I did not. I will see it on the news.
Exclusively in theaters January 30th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
You know, folks, Americans rely on credit cards for secure payments and seamless transactions. But consumers stand to lose it all with the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandate bill. Big government mandates favor corporate megastores and allow them to choose how your credit card is processed. They might end up using untested payment networks that could jeopardize your data security and rewards. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Visit guardyourcard.com to learn more. That's guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Making sense of your world.
I don't know where to begin.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Thanks for taking my call.
Making sense of the news.
All right, we'll be back. By the way, I have a guest in 3 or 4 minutes on the program. I find this fascinating. You know, I rarely talk about plays or movies or documentaries or anything of that sort. But this is an extraordinary situation. Next Wednesday, January 28th, 7:30 p.m. at the Kennedy Center. At the Kennedy Center at the Terrace Theater, there's going to be a remarkable movie, a play by a couple that we're going to have on to talk to you. And this is an Irish couple. And they were in Ireland on October 7th. They're not Jewish, obviously. They learned what happened. They learned how their government, the Irish government and their media and the BBC responded. They knew it was wrong. And they know well the media and the BBC. And they wanted to go, and they did go. These are award-winning journalists, filmmakers, New York Times best-selling authors, best known for Gosnell, the trial of America's biggest serial killer. Remember that movie, America? A veteran foreign correspondent for the Financial Times and The Economist. McAteer. He produced and co-wrote the film and authored the companion bestseller, Gosnell, The Untold Story, as I mentioned. It debuted number 3 on Amazon. Now, his career spans coverage of Northern Ireland troubles, documentary work for the BBC, the CBC, and RTE. In other words, these are serious people. And they and they've decided to tell the truth. And it is a verbatim play of what took place on October 7th, the unreported story.
October 7th.
And so I'm posting now. Were you able to get the email, Mr. Producer? We're having a hell of a problem with Microsoft and AOL. But we will get it up there eventually. It's the Kennedy Center, next Wednesday, January 28th, 7:30 p.m. You can look it up yourselves and Google it. As soon as we have some kind of internet back, we will, in fact, post it. But it's an honor to have him as a guest on the program right after the break. We'll be right back.
Everyone wants to know, so here it is.
On January 30th,
Being the First Lady requires managing many obligations.
witness history in the making.
There is much to accomplish in the next 4 years.
20 days in her life
Here we go again.
to becoming First Lady.
Hi, Mr. President. Congratulations. I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
Melania, exclusively in theaters January 30th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ecos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ecos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 6:30. I'm Heather Curtis. New this hour, a vehicle hit a Montgomery County Public Schools bus with kids on board today and drove off, according to police. Officers say nobody was hurt. They were called to Randolph Road and New Hampshire Avenue for the crash just before 5. The vehicle that hit the bus was gone. There's no provided description. Former special counsel Jack Smith in the hot seat at a House Judiciary Committee hearing today.
I stand by my decisions as special counsel, including the decision to bring charges against President Trump.
For allegedly trying to overturn the 2020 election results and retaining classified documents. Congressman Jim Jordan.
It was always about politics.
President Trump writes on Truth Social, based on Smith's testimony, there's, quote, no question that deranged Jack Smith should be prosecuted, unquote. Traffic and weather next.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
With great savings rates and debt solutions to help you refocus your finances, the new year is full of possibility with AmeriQ Credit Union. Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate past debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that will help you save for the future. Possibility starts here with AmeriQ Credit Union. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
Thinking about continuing your education? Start with AEPP. We make it easy to find adult education programs that fit your life. Whether it's preparing for your GED, building your reading and writing skills, or discovering apprenticeship opportunities, our programs are always expanding to make sure you receive the personalized support, flexibility, and options that work for you and your future. Learn more today at nysed.gov/adulted. A message from the New York State Education Department.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Not planning today can cost you tomorrow. Stop worrying and start planning with Trajan Wealth. Contact Trajan today at 202-750-3300 or go to TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Cigarette in one hand, well, a joint.
There are a lot of things that really tick me off. News Talk 105.9 WM.
Other objects in the other hand.
Making sense of the news.
If I put everything down and use both hands on my typewriter, your voice to text is fucking slow. And if I decide to use voice to text with no errors,
very well known.
you say hour and it prints R.
Journalist,
That fucking
filmmaker.
canning never corrects anything.
He is a man of Ireland. His wife Anne is a woman of Ireland. They saw what happened on October 7th from afar. They were shocked. They were also shocked at the kind of reporting that they were reading from European media outlets. They were shocked at the reaction of their government in Ireland. And they dropped everything in November 2023 to go to Israel, a country they never visited before, and they're not Jewish. They wanted to see for themselves what had taken place. And they were so horrified and so moved that they've done an entire play on the subject based on the interviews, the verbatim interviews that they had. And this play will be at the Kennedy Center next Wednesday, January 28th at 7:30 p.m. Everybody who is in and around the Kennedy Center area, Washington, Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, and so forth.
I lived in
I would
Finksburg.
encourage you to get tickets online. I've just
I've been to Washington a
posted
couple
this
times.
on my social sites. It
Baltimore.
is a great honor to have Phil McAleer with us. How are you, sir?
I've been to Babe Ruth's birthplace. You walk down the street, there it is.
Well, it's my great pleasure. So you arrived in Israel, and tell me from there, what did you do? You wanted to find out exactly what took place, and you felt the need to do something about this.
Yeah, well, me and Am, we're journalists, right? And you know, they talk about journalism being the first rough draft of history. And we saw the way it's being reported. This major story was being reported, and we were really worried that no one was going to write that first draft. Everyone was talking about the electricity being turned off in Gaza and the war in Gaza and this and that, and no one was talking
Is that
about
guy
October
Scottish?
7th.
I'm not
No one
sure.
was talking about the fact that there would be no war in Gaza if it wasn't for October 7th. So we just felt it was so important that the world knew what happened on October 7th, because good people we knew in Ireland, good people we knew in America.
He's
we lived in
Irish.
Los Angeles.
He's from Ireland.
They were just following the mainstream media, thinking that somehow this war just started on October 8th and didn't really know what happened before that. And you know, the media and leftists did a really good job of pushing that
Cheers.
story. So we just got there. We phoned everyone we knew. We contacted everyone who we ever knew that had any connection with Israel. And you know, the unfortunate thing is, Mark, it wasn't hard to find these stories in Israel. Everyone had a story. It was a massive blow to Israel. It was a massive story. It was a massive tragedy. But it's also a story of heroism, you know, a story of people doing good things, people being brave, people fighting back, people doing the right thing. And so we just let the people talk, tell us what happened on October 7th. Tell us also what happened on October 6th, because you were at peace then. Tell us about your peaceful life, and then when the war came. And every word on stage.
Scotland or Ireland is in the house.
Is verbatim.
This guy is from Ireland.
Of our opinions, any of our journalistic context, nothing like that, as some people suggest that we should do. No, we're telling the truth about what happened in Israel on October 7th.
Hey, Jamie.
It really is the first time this has ever
English
been done.
Langy. He sounds just like you.
Again, I want to remind people, January 28th, Wednesday, 7:30 p.m., the Kennedy Center. You can get the tickets online. You can go to any of my social sites. We've just put that up there. So you arrived. You go to this area. What did you see? What did you smell? Your senses took in this area, right?
Well, look, we didn't even have to go down to the Gaza envelope. We went to this hotel, this small hotel in Tel Aviv, and the moment we came off the plane, you walk into the lobby, and there is a monument to a waitress from the hotel who'd been murdered at the Nova Festival. It was everywhere. It was a country traumatized. You know, they'd lost, you know, in some respects, you know, two themes came out of the stories. People found faith after October 7th, but to some extent they were losing faith in Israel. They thought they were safe. They thought they were secure. They thought they had, you know, were almost that they had the best army, but it really shook their faith in Israel. But people gained their faith back. People fought back as well. So we went down to, you know, you hear a lot about Tel Aviv as this vital place in the Middle East, but there are other places. I'm thinking like the town of Ofakim. We went to Ofakim, where an off-duty police officer heard the shots, left the house with a pistol and 9 bullets, and took on heavily armed Hamas terrorists. He rescued an IDF soldier, protected him with his body while the shots were fired. He rescued a shot rabbi and sheltered him while the bullets were flying. He rescued a family from a rooftop who were trapped there. And then he went and killed 2 terrorists. He had a pistol and 9 bullets. So there's stories. The October 7th, the play is
YouTube and Google needs to just let me go uncensored, because if I would just say what I was thinking, they probably wouldn't like it.
The problem with the play was, how do you cut these stories down? There's 14
kill these terrorists. It's fucking right. It's the only thing they know is death. It's the only fucking thing they know. And any of you motherfuckers that support it, flying the fucking Palestinian flag, Rom, you're a fucking dumb motherfucker.
When you interviewed
punk.
You interviewed a lot of people. When you interviewed them,
Let me know when you're ready to come up here, boy. Come on, bring your jocularity up here and see how funny you are.
It was.
I bet I can make you cry.
The funny thing is, normally when you're Irish and you go as a journalist somewhere, people are very welcoming to you. You know, it's an advantage being an Irish journalist. People, you know, you're neutral. I'll tell you, it wasn't much of an advantage in Israel. People were looking at us as Irish people going, "You're going to tell the truth about this? Are you sure?" So we had to get over that little barrier, but we convinced people. Look, it was very emotional. It was very tough, but you know, I'm never a fan of those journalists who like to talk about how the story affected them. You know, it didn't affect. It wasn't done to me. I had a job to do. We had a job to do, was to tell their story. You know, and you know, so you have to almost put your emotions to the side, because you have to push these people and you have to get the truth and bring them through the most traumatic day of their life. It's a tough job, but it was a pleasure and an honor to do it. And I'm so happy and honored that they trusted us with their stories. But no, of course, it's an incredibly tough time for these people. Israel was a nation that was traumatized, I feel, immediately after October 7th.
Tell us a little bit maybe about one or maybe two of the people you interviewed that had an incredible impact perhaps on you.
Yeah, well, as I was saying, I mean, this is very sad. Itamar Alus, a police officer who left the home with 9 bullets and a pistol, as I say, killed 2 terrorists, rescued maybe a dozen people. There was the IDF soldier he rescued was hit with 5 bullets. He was so badly injured, the medics thought he had been hit by a rocket. He's alive now because Itamar wouldn't leave him on the street. Itamar covered him up as the bullets came and then dragged him to safety. So Itamar was an amazing man, you know, a true Israeli hero. And very sadly, Itamar died of natural causes 10 days ago.
10 days ago?
Yes, 10 days ago. He was 41.
Oh,
he felt guilty. He felt guilty about surviving. 48 people were killed in his town of Ofakim. And he says, and I got through without a scratch, and I was in everything. He says he felt guilty about surviving, and all his friends, you know, some of his friends didn't. And tragically, he died, I think, of a heart attack 10 days ago. He was 41. He had 4 children. So we're dedicating the play at the Kennedy Center to Itamar Alus, a true hero, a modest man, and very funny. These people, they say everyone would have done this. I didn't do anything special. I'm going, no, you don't understand. That's just in you. Not everyone would have done this. And then there was Zaki Mizrahi, who broke Shabbat, an Orthodox Jew who broke Shabbat. He drove a Coca-Cola van and he installed the Coca-Cola drinks at the Nova Festival. So he knew exactly where the festival was. He knew exactly how to get there, the back road, how to get in through the service place. So he went in and rescued, did multiple trips back and forth, rescued 100 people.
Wow.
On Shabbat. And all these secular kids at the party couldn't understand how someone would break Shabbat because they don't know much about faith, I suppose, and what you can and can't do. And he was so happy that he was showing people that there's more to the Orthodox than what they may think. So a modest man, but a hero. Again, he's one of those guys. Anybody would do it. Sure, anybody would do it. And I'm going, you drove into the Nova party a dozen times and rescued 100 children. No, people would not do that. But, he did it without a gun. So it's
amazing.
These are amazing stories. And by the way, there's a lot of tragedy in this play, but there's a lot of resilience. At the end, the people all are resilient. All of them have found more faith than they had. And a lot of them,
that was good.
Their faith in, many of the kids in the party were liberal, were progressive, not pro-Palestinian by any means, but, had thought that there was a solution there, and they've had to rethink everything now.
Same with these kibbutz, same thing. They actually hired Palestinians out of Gaza, and then many of those Palestinians participated in the slaughter of these families. This play is a must-see, folks. Next Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. at the Trump Kennedy Center. You can go online and purchase your tickets. I want to encourage you to do it. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. Why did you? Well, let me tell the public. The play was off Broadway for 6 weeks. It was the only production that required police presence and security for the entire run. Why do you think that was?
Well, because because America. I mean, it's hard to say these words. Not a lot of America. There are some Americans now who want to cause violence to Jewish people.
I've probably had frostbite in my cheeks throughout my life.
When I came to America 15 or 20 years ago, I never thought that was never something I thought would ever arise. No,
is that all you got? Why you got to bring Zenny up? I don't even talk to her.
And this is the ultimate Jewish.
You're an idiot, Andy. Yeah, go ahead, make a fool of yourself.
Of the most traumatic day in Israel's history. When I first produced the script, me and my wife, some people said, what this needs is context. You need a journalist character in the play to have context. I'm going, you mean to lie? The left love this thing of verbatim theater or verbatim works, but they always add in composite characters or characters for context. There's no composite characters here. There's no journalist characters tell you how to think. It's just people's different opinions and different experiences. But yeah, so you don't need me to tell you. Look, I mean, in DC itself, 2 people were killed less than a year ago for walking out of a Jewish event. You know, I think one of them wasn't even Jewish, or maybe both of them. I can't remember. But
no, one was Christian.
So, yeah.
Shot in the back.
So, yeah. No, look, I just want to tell people it's not
just a shot in the dark.
Somebody, a Holocaust historian, went to see it in New York. He said, I thought I would hear my heart breaking when I went to the play. I didn't. Instead, I left encouraged because it's a play about resilience as well. And what's next.
I'm already high. I don't really need
what happens to what's next. Everyone's saying at the end, everyone's saying, what are we going to do next?
Well, let me just say this. You and your wife actually are quite courageous to do this. I'm told it is a crucially important play. And it's not a complete downer, as you point
I don't
out
spend
there.
as much time outdoors now like I used to.
And but it is unvarnished.
I'm an outdoorsman.
It's the truth.
Used to be anyways,
And
not
I
so
just want
much
the
anymore.
audience to know, if you are
Last few
in
years.
or around the Trump Kennedy Center, I want to encourage you to go next Wednesday, January 28th, 7:30 p.m. And you can go online to October7theplay.com, October7theplay.com. You can hit the link on any of my social sites too. I really think this room should be filled because this is important. And it is also, what you and your wife did, committed your lives to doing this. It was really spectacular of you to do this. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I want to thank my wife for bringing this to my attention. So God bless you, my friend.
Don't thank us. This is what journalism is supposed to be.
I'm just going to remove your comment, Andy. That's all I'm going to do.
This is what we're put on.
Ain't nobody else going to see it.
I think this is what we were put in the earth to do. I think only foreigner, only an Irishman could do it almost. I think the people were too traumatized in Israel to do it. And only I could go there. Only an outsider could go and say,
I can make it a no timeout night. All I got to do is remove your comment.
Your story is part of a bigger thing, and we need to make it a bigger thing. And I will
remove comment night. That's what it is.
The thing that really surprised me, of course, it shouldn't surprise me. There was
look at the title of my chat.
Yeah.
Even in the darkest.
That's
moments,
a song by Hank Williams Jr. By the way.
And God bless them. It was amazing. And that was amazing. Of course, when I think about it, of course, this is who they are. They laugh, at the darkest times and make jokes. But as you do. But it was.
I'm gonna have to go because they're yelling at me in my ear here, just because it's called a heartbreak in radio. But I want to thank you so much, whether you want it or not, and your wife too. And God bless you, my friend. Everybody, turn out. We'll be right back.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news. Your phone has a lot of apps, but how many of them help you make sense of your world? The new WMAL app gives you the latest headlines, perspective from the voices you trust, and weather info to keep you in the know, all without having to remember yet another password.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Stream your favorite shows, get the day's top headlines, and access our podcast archives, all with the new WMAL app.
Thank you.
Get the WMAL app today on Google Play or the Apple App Store, and stay connected.
In the district in Northwest, a portion of 16th Street is closed between Missouri Avenue and Oglethorpe Street with police investigation activity. 295 southbound.
Things Billy fears.
Investigation activity between South Capitol Street, the Silver Parkway, and Malcolm X Avenue.
We're all in trouble if God is real. Every single one of us.
The accident moved to the right shoulder. Traffic is jammed from Father Hurley Boulevard. Now through Broad Street Paradox.
Andy, if you were in the same room with me, you wouldn't be able to talk. You'd be crying, actually.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband.
Well, he's a good example of thou shalt not covet thy neighbor. He covets Billy. He can't do what I'm doing. The motherfucker ain't going to open a stream. He spent all his time over at Shannon's chat and all that. I'm pretty sure he's one of the ones that had a secret wrench in JC's chat. You didn't know who they were. So fuck you guys. Fuck you. You know, you guys are lucky that Rocky and Tom and Tony and a couple other people don't communicate with me outside of chat, because nobody calls me. Wiggin has my number. Rusty has my number. Doug has my. None of them fuckers call me. I ain't calling them. They can call me. Andy, you're just a fucking whiny little bitch. That's all you are. You look bad in front of everybody. You do. And you don't care. Because there's nothing good in your life. Sit around and wait for Billy to enter chat.
Yeah, Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Stroke. Super hard, obviously.
What makes you guys think I have to answer to you? What do you mean? You didn't answer me. You fucking guys demanding shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Guess what, Colin? I'm banning you, Colin. You want to talk to me, Colin? You click on my fucking link. You come on up here, you fucking toothless fuck. At least you probably have a few more teeth than Wiggin. Hey, click on my link, you motherfucker.
There is much to accomplish in the next 4 years. I will move forward with purpose, and of course, with time.
Now you're all in trouble. Lucas, if you post my mother's name once, I'm banning your dumb ass. If you post my mother's name, Lucas, I'm going to fucking kick the shit out of you, motherfucker. Don't be posting my mother's name. Crazy fuck. I'm serious. Leave my mother out of it. She's never been in chat. You can talk about my nephew Scotty. You talk about me. Leave my mother's name off your post, Lucas.
In a very, very important play.
Because it ain't going to make you look good with me.
So it's a very important play.
You ain't dealing with JC.
Those of you who are in the area or want to come to the area, Washington, D.C., go to the Trump.
Oh, shut up, Patrick. Go fucking open your own chat. Jesus Christ, you're a fucking idiot.
We link to it on my
fucking dumb motherfucker.
Social media as well. I think it'd really be worth it. What that couple did is incredible. And it's a play. So it's a play that's completely factual. Look around, folks. You see rates have been whipsawing markets. The debt, spending don't exactly scream stability, do they? If your retirement is mostly in stocks and bonds, you might be taking a pretty big risk, more risk than you think. And when you're near retirement, a sharp drawdown at the wrong time can do real damage because you don't have all the years to make it up. Say if you're 30 or 35 years old, that's for sure. Experts are right when they talk about diversification. Diversification should be part of an institutionalized program for you. And why? Because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. That's a proverb that is absolutely true. So what do? Precious metals, gold and silver, they're having a spectacular bull run. Wouldn't it make sense to get...
You ask the dumbest questions, you really do. And nobody ever answers you in Vegas. You post the shit you post and nobody fucking responds to you. If it is, it's fucking that fucking same idiot. Patrick, New York. This dumb fuck. Wiggin.
So call monetary gold, look into all this.
Al Wiggin takes pride. I'm a troll. He'll pretend to be somebody so you don't know who he is on a fucking heartbeat. Wiggin fears this panel right here. Tom Carlisle fears my panel. That motherfucker fears me one-on-one up here. That's a fact. In this little tiny community we're in. Fucking Gotti got me to go to somebody's chat. I don't even know who them fuckers are. It sounded like they're fucking spoiled brats. I'm not sure what the fuck was going on there. They probably went to SUNY New York University somewheres, you know, and New York treats them all like kids and shit. And, you know, we know you can't do algebra. We'll pass you anyway. Just, you know, they're more on the fucking social means, you know, race relations. Hey, you fucking idiots. White is a color. Therefore, I'm a person of color. White is a color. It's not absence of color. White is a fucking color. You learn that in art class in fucking school. The flag, when it says these colors don't run, it doesn't mean when it rains, the paint drips off. You dumb fucker. JC, you didn't win that bet for 2020. Biden was installed, just like what Wiggins says. All the presidents are installed. Yeah, they installed that motherfucker, didn't they? Okay, let me clarify it, Andy, since you keep fucking talking about it. Okay, as a Regent student, when I was in high school, you started algebra in grade 9. Okay, entry and introduction to algebra. Okay, the woman who is the teacher, young woman in her 20s, her brother worked for my dad. So I was treated a little different. Well, anyways, I didn't really, in 9th grade, I was more interested in the girls. So I didn't do what I needed to do to pass that. So 10th grade, I had to retake it. And I passed it. I passed algebra, but I had to retake it. You want to see my high school diploma? I'll show it to you because I have one. I just ended up dropping out of Regents. I didn't get a Regents diploma. That's all there is to it.
Making sense of your world.
Now, I can show you my college transcripts. My scores in algebra and calculus. 2 years of calculus I took. So yeah, Andy, why don't you say what's good about you? What's so great about you, Andy? How about you too, Patrick? What do you guys have in your life that's positive? You want to complain about me all the time? Why don't you talk about something good? Seriously, if I'm such a dirtbag. What time is it? Holy fuck. Night's going fast.
WMAL News at 7. I'm Heather Curtis. Preparations underway for this weekend's massive winter storm. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger signed an emergency declaration.
The declaration will allow state agencies to be prepared for across the Commonwealth. We are expecting large amounts of snowfall, freezing rain, and sleet.
The National Weather Service issued a winter storm watch from Saturday night through Monday morning. 7 News meteorologist Mark Pena expects the snow to start around 7 Monday night and end around 7 Monday morning.
Confidence is increasing that at least about 5.
Yeah, I got to start thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner.
And that snow is expected to start around 7 Saturday night. Governor Wes Moore declared a state of preparedness that activates an emergency response. Loudoun County Sheriff Mike Chapman wants to put school resource officers in all of the county's elementary schools.
In the past 10 years, there's been 1,000% increase nationally in shootings at elementary schools.
But Chapman says right now only middle and high schools in Loudoun County have SROs. He's asking the Board of Supervisors to include nearly $7 million in its FY27 budget for the first phase. Supervisor Kristen Umstad, a Democrat, tells 7 News he's right that mass shootings happen more frequently at elementary schools. And the ones Chapman wants to start with
are the ones where response times, because of their rural locations, are.
I hit the wrong one. I wanted to hit that one. There, that's better.
Wasting no time reversing the actions of his Republican predecessor.
Jay Jones' election night promise came to fruition in his mind this week as he withdrew from a deal that former AG Jason Miyares made with the DOJ to invalidate in-state tuition for illegal immigrants.
Union breaks are 30 minutes long. Take a union break.
U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi says that's discrimination and says the DOJ, quote, will not tolerate American students being treated like second-class citizens in their own country. John Matthews on WMA.
What can I show to make old daughter of truth talk about me and take a screenshot? Huh? You need a good profile?
It's the largest office to residential conversion in DC.
Yeah, I'm missing one tooth.
532 new homes.
6 new books permanently affordable. This part of the housing in downtown program.
Been gone a long time, actually. Very long time.
It's the #1 jurisdiction in America to convert underutilized buildings to world-class housing.
Zenny! Robbie! Zenny and Robbie. Zenny and Robbie. Are you guys the offspring of Adam and Eve? Did Adam and Eve have 2 babies and you guys started the whole fucking race? King Rob, where are you fucker? You fucking won't even come to my panel. You only give me a courtesy to come up on my panel, Rob. That's fucked up. You and your little friend there, fucking billboard.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin or egg McMuffin or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5.
Rusty thinks she's the only historian out here. She blocks me, but she sees my comments and she responds to things that I post because she did it in Vegas earlier. Didn't you, Rusty? Huh? Or should I say Marie Lubapina? There, I doxed you. Does that make you mad if I say your real name?
In addition, you will still find accident activity right now on southbound 295, and that closes the ramp from the eastbound freeway to go on to southbound 295. All traffic must go north.
Why are people afraid of their namesake? I never understand it.
That crash is still in the right lane, so watch for delays there.
You know, I get more action by just being me than I do trying to hide my identity. Oh, what's the matter, Patrick? You don't want to take a union break for 30 minutes? Let me help you, Patrick. All right, I'm going to time you out again on that one. 30 minutes. Take a fucking union break. You're on union break. Shut the fuck up. That or click on my link, you punk. I don't need a job. I'm fucking retired, you moron. All right, what is it? The 22nd of the month? So let's suppose I'm a welfare fuck. Am I going to have any $100 bills on me this time of month? I mean, I got a couple hundred anyway. I might have some in there.
I like to be mobile. Doesn't mean I go to a lot of places. But
And how do you know the rest of them aren't hundreds?
If they're talking about a foot or more snow where I live,
I don't want to show them because, you know.
Now that said, we're going to have 2 wonderful shows for you on Life Living in Levin on Fox, 8 p.m. Saturday night, Eastern, 8 p.m. Sunday night, Eastern. And I hope you'll watch.
I guess I should do it.
Powerful shows. Powerful monologues. And they'll give you something to do, too. Set your DVR now, 8 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, Fox, 8 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, Fox. It's that simple. I want to thank you for the great ratings. We are up against the most aggressive competition we've ever been up against. Playoff football on Saturdays and Sundays, even college football Saturday. We're up against 60 Minutes. We're up against the biggest network TV show. This is the 8 p.m. slot. The 8 p.m. slot is the toughest slot in prime time on the weekends anyway. And so we'll have, like, I'll give you an example. Sunday night, I'm told we had 31 million viewers of other channels, football and all the rest of this stuff. And so,
yeah, number Wigan.
We carry the bulk of that. We face
a lot of people listen to Mark Levin.
To you, we do very, very well. It's not for you, and I understand. These programs aren't about
Google and YouTube had to make adjustments since I've been doing this for so long like this, because they go to break or something, they'll play a song that, you know, I shouldn't be broadcasting. So when that stream ends, it'll have them songs in there that played on there, but there's, you know, take action, and it just removes the song in the video. All right. I don't take the time to go back, and I haven't reviewed any of my stuff. The only time I do it is if I want to use it, but I don't. I just keep bloviating.
So this was the hearing today, House Judiciary Committee. Let's take a listen. Cut to go.
I just want to quickly go over something because we keep rewriting history. The president said peacefully and patriotically. What don't we understand about peacefully and patriotically? He asked for the National Guard. That was ignored. He asked Speaker Pelosi. What don't we understand that?
Mr. Chairman, you have a question? Are you saying Nancy Pelosi controls the National Guard?
Wait a minute.
Let's stop. You see, this is the way a Marxist, and he's a Marxist, conducts himself. He's asking questions.
Fuck you, Wigan, you punk motherfucker.
Will you?
The motherfucker won't come in here in real time and talk about shit. Chicken shit,
He
motherfucker.
interrupts him anyway. Because Raskin is.
Wigan, you're relegated to posting about me in Vegas chat. That's all you got.
He wanted to, and you know that in my time, I lost some of my time. The time belongs to Delaware, New Jersey. You have a few more seconds. And finally, how many elected officials say we're going to fight to win an election? New terminology used all the time, seriously. And of course, if they were guilty, they should be prosecuted. The problem was there were many in the mix.
Mm-hmm. But this went on like this with the Democrats. And Jack Smith came across, you wanted to be like a choir boy, Here is Representative Barry Moore, Republican in Alabama. Cut 8, go.
You also issued an indictment against then President Biden's most formidable political opponent. The candidate was President Trump, and you issued a gag order for President Trump during a 2024 election cycle. This was a major violation of President Trump's First Amendment rights and a poor attempt to outright censor the leading political candidate. These actions were nothing short of election interference. 9 senators, including Senator Tuberville from my state of Alabama, and multiple Republican members of the House of Representatives had their phones subpoenaed, or their records subpoenaed. Some you seize their phones. Even then, Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, one of the highest ranking Republicans in the country, had his phone records subpoenaed, all for political gain. These subpoenas clearly violated the speech and debate clause.
Mm-hmm. So there they are. It's outrageous. They subpoenaed the records of members of Congress. They didn't tell members of Congress, and guess what we learned? They didn't tell the judges either. They didn't tell the judges either what they were doing. Let's go to Eric Swalwell. If you're eating dinner, be careful. You might throw up. Cut 10, go.
Mr. Smith, I want you to have the utmost confidence in what you did. You did everything right. Harry Dunn, Danny Hodges, Sergeant Cannell, Mike Fanone, they did everything right. These guys, my Republican colleagues, are a joke. They're wrong. History will harshly judge them. So I want you to lean in today. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You did everything right, sir. And I am these guys are so lucky they're not under oath, because they would have to tell you what they really think of Trump. They call him crooked. They call him cruel. They call him a scumbag. I've heard you all say it.
You're lucky you're not under trouble when the lights go on and the cameras are on.
Shut up, you moron, you grotesque piece of garbage. You have an affair with a communist Chinese spy. You cheat on your wife. Your humiliation to your family and your parents and your wife. Now you want to be governor. We didn't need lectures from you, scuzzball. Ever. Never. That's the truth. Eric Swalwell. I mean, what a sick SOB this guy is. Oh, and he did everything right, except the Supreme Court repudiated him on 2 occasions. A federal judge in Florida repudiated him altogether. He took these criminal statutes, twisted them into pretzels, applied them to Donald Trump, an ex-president, candidate to be president again, and used them against him in the most outrageous manner. He used all the dirtiest tricks that a Stalinist prosecutor would use in a courtroom. That's what he did. That's what he did. And Donald Trump got elected regardless. But this man wanted to throw Donald Trump in prison. Think about that. What would that do to the country? And for what? You're allowed to challenge elections aggressively. You're allowed to demand recounts. You're allowed to call secretaries of state. You're allowed to send in a second slate of electors. You're allowed to do all those things. You're allowed to say you won, even if some people thought you lost. It's okay. And he's totally screwed up our electoral process. And he didn't strike me as very intelligent either. Not in the least. He's an awful human being. I'll be right back.
Mark Lopin. News Talk 105.9 WMAL. Making sense of the news. Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NATCA, we guide you home.
You know the DC market. You know that business owners here don't just want ads, they want results. WMAL is hiring a senior digital marketing sales executive. This isn't just a sales job, it's a seat at the table with the region's top decision makers. WMAL is looking for a strategic marketer who has it all. Big ideas, great relationships, digital marketing experience, from creative ideation to final execution. You'll lead the way with a world-class team behind you. If you're a high performer ready to drive the digital future, we want you. Apply now at cumulusmedia.com. Cumulus Media is an equal opportunity employer.
As a business owner, every dollar counts. One way to save without cutting corners, your energy cost. That's where Texas Energy Partner comes in. The team at Texas Energy Partner knows the market, so you lock in the best short and long-term electricity providers for your business. And TexasEnergyPartner.com makes it so easy. Just log on, compare, and select. Or talk directly with the team at Texas Energy Partner. Get started today at TexasEnergyPartner.com. That's Texas Energy Partner, your business partner for energy savings.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Thinking about continuing your education? Start with AEPP. We make it easy to find adult education programs that fit your life. Whether it's preparing for your GED, building your reading and writing skills, or discovering apprenticeship opportunities, our programs are always expanding to make sure you receive the personalized support, flexibility, and options that work for you and your future. Learn more today at nysed.gov/adulted. A message from the New York State Education Department.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Everyone wants to know, so here it is.
On January 30th,
Being the First Lady requires managing many obligations.
witness history in the making.
There is much to accomplish in the next 4 years.
20 days in her life
Here we go again.
to becoming First Lady.
Hi, Mr. President. Congratulations. Did you watch it? I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
Melania, exclusively on the airs January 30th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
You know, folks, Americans will own credit cards for secure payments and seamless transactions. But consumers stand to lose it all with the Durbin-Marshall credit card mandate bill. Big government mandates favor corporate megastores and allow them to choose how your credit card is processed. They might end up using untested payment networks that could jeopardize your data security and rewards. Tell Congress to guard your card, because Americans lose when politicians choose. Visit guardyourcard.com to learn more. That's guardyourcard.com, paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Just pathetic.
He's funny. Get off the phone, you big dope.
You always learn something. Mark Levin is on the radio.
What's going on in the world today, ladies and gentlemen, including some very good news. Our friend Mark Meckler, the
We are
baby doc of the
family.
Convention of States movement.
I got all
Mr.
my
Mark.
sisters and me.
So what happened today?
Incredible day in Kansas, Mark. We crossed a major threshold. We've been fighting in Kansas for 13 years. Today, in the House of Representatives in Kansas, they made it final. They are state number 20. Incredible vote that we did in here, 80 to 41 or 42. I mean, it was kind of a blowout vote. So they did it in style, and they added their name to that list of the states that have called for a convention of states.
Convention of States 20 and 34 are needed. You're more than halfway. This is a big deal, Mark, isn't it?
It's really a big deal. And, you know, Mark, I think the most incredible thing to me, and you've been in it this whole time, I think of Thomas Paine, and he's saying we owe a debt of gratitude to the people who are in the fight in the winter, not the summer soldiers and sunshine patriots. You wrote the book on this with Liberty Amendments. You and I have been working together ever since. 13 years to pass this state. Yep, and it's never easy. I think that's what I want people to know. The great things that we accomplish, the greatest things in life, they're never easy. But, man, the value is there when you cross that threshold. And I'm in a room full of grassroots. These people have been working so hard. They're
Let's hear him
fans,
cheer.
Mark. Hey, how about a cheer for Mark?
No, for them, not me.
That's for you, Mark. And they love you. They understand that you set the intellectual foundation for this movement. I mean, they're out there, and I agree with you. They're doing the hard work. They're the ones getting it done. But when you wrote the book, Liberty Amendments, I mean, there's this story we tell all the time. You didn't know I was doing this. I didn't know you were writing the book. I think God was in the mix, and he put us together for a great purpose.
Well, let me tell you, you're a great leader. You're very passionate about your beliefs. You're a fantastic activist and organizer. And thank God we're working together and you're not working against me, because then I'd be in trouble. But Meckler, you're fantastic. Yeah. Go right ahead.
There's just one thing I want to say. Like, people don't get to hear this side of Mark Levin very often. I know Mark Levin as the great pundit that he is, the great one, the great writer, all that stuff. But the one thing I want to tell you about Mark Levin that I want all your listeners to know is what an incredible friend you are. When the chips are down, when you need your friend, you call Mark Levin and he will be in the fight with you.
Well, that's very likewise. You have a wonderful wife and family. Got to know your son a little bit too. Just great, great, great. Anyway, what's next? Not that I'm trying to be piggish about this. What do you have lined up next?
Yeah, next, Mark, we're on the move. We're going straight from here to South Dakota. South Dakota has the Senate committee up tomorrow. We've often gotten chewed up and spit out by that committee, but we believe we might even have 100% of the committee. We got at least 7 out of 8. We're going to get out of committee in the Senate. We need a 2/3 there because it's a budget session. We believe we have that 2/3 lined up, and so we're going to get out of the Senate. We're going to move over to the House, and then the real fight's going to be in the House. But I think what I'm praying for and I'm hoping for, I'm counting on the grassroots for, is that South Dakota is going to be state number 21 here pretty quickly.
When do they vote? Do you know?
Well, they'll vote in committee tomorrow to vote us out of committee.
Well,
and
this
then
won't
they
hurt.
usually
What
move to the
happened in
floor.
Kansas?
Oh, no, they're going to be paying attention to this. They understand exactly what's going on. They're going to be listening to you as well. They're going to get jacked up because they know you're in the fight with them. I think we'll be on the Senate floor here in the next few days. It happens really fast in South Dakota.
You know, it's really cold up there. It's snowing. You're going to go up there, huh? Although it's pretty
Hardy
rough on the
folks
East
up there,
Coast
Mark.
now.
That's why they stay in the fight. They're hardy. They're not like you and me. You know, I escaped from Texas. I know you spend a lot of time in Florida where it's nice and warm, but those folks up there, they fight it out even through the storms.
Yeah, no, that's right. Well, we're very excited. Thank you. You're the general in this movement, and all the wonderful people working with you in Kansas. Look what you've accomplished. This is fantastic. Number 20, and I want to warn patriots all over the country, all the sharp knives are going to start coming out. All the BS is going to start. All the personal attacks are going to start. So just be ready. And we will be ready here. God bless you, my friend.
Thanks, Mark. God bless you.
Wait a minute. If people want to help, where do they go?
They go to conventionofstates.com, and we actually have a new subpage that I love, conventionofstates.com/act. Go there. That's how you get involved, and that's what we really need.
There you go. All right, Michael, be safe out there and give everyone our best.
You got it. God bless you, my friend.
You too. Wow, isn't that great? 20. When this thing started. When did I write that book? I'm going to go pull it off the shelf. You know, I was hopeful. We've got 14 to go, and it's going to be harder now because the opposition is going to lie. They're going to talk about how we want to tear up the Constitution, which they, of course, love and revere. 2009, is that when I started? March 2009. And they're going to talk about all this and that and the other. Look, I used to be an opponent, and I actually studied it and read it and said, why am I opposing this? I've got to celebrate this and promote it. And Mark Meckler's right. I sat down and wrote this book, The Liberty Amendments. We're very good friends. I had no idea that he was going to form his organization, Convention of States, and we kind of came out together. It was unbelievable, really, when you think about it. Really quite remarkable. So I wanted you to hear that today, too. That is very, very exciting. And that's 20 states, 14 to go. We're going to be in a big fight, but we'll be okay. I want to go to the great chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. This man is really a special man, Jim Jordan. He really is. He does it always with a smile. A smile. Me, Mr. Producer, I tend to do it with an upside-down smile. But nonetheless, here he is. Cut 11, go.
On page 310, they said Jack Smith had wondered whether some of Hutchinson's claims might be relied upon at trial. Still, at one point, Smith told the elections team he wasn't ready to give up on Hutchinson's account. Ultimately, however, Trump administration officials uniformly, fiercely disputed her accounts under oath. Prosecutors on your team told Smith they wouldn't want to use Hutchinson as a witness in court, and Smith agreed. Are Carol Leonnig and Aaron Davis, who wrote this, are they lying?
My recollection is that I certainly had not made any final determinations about who we were going to call.
And that's the point. That is the point. The fact that they used her in a primetime hearing and you won't rule out using her, didn't rule out using her, putting her on the witness stand when everybody knows she wasn't telling the truth, that says it all. That's the degree the left and Democrats were willing to go to get President Trump. Putting on the witness stand someone everybody knows is making it up. Everybody knows that. And you were willing to. By the way, you know how many times Cassidy Hutchinson was mentioned in their report, the January 6th report? Any idea, Mr. Smith?
I do not.
185 times. Someone that the whole country knows wasn't telling the truth, and you were still considering putting her on the witness stand because you had to get President Trump. And everybody can see that.
It's so true. It's so true. This whole thing was horrendous. And they act like they're so self-righteous. Everything was done great. You know what, Swalwell? It's amazing how you dodged an ethics complaint What was the woman's name? Fam, Bon Bon, Fang, or whatever. It's amazing to me how you survived that. I was on Capitol Hill some time ago. You know, I bumped into him, Mr. Pierce. Did I ever tell you that? I did tell you. First of all, he doesn't shave. He looks like he's had a rough night. Maybe he has. Maybe he's out there. I don't know. He's shorter than I realized. And his eyes kind of popped out of his head, you know? Like, oh, my God. I don't walk up there much, but it's kind of interesting when I do. We ought to bring a camera next time. I don't even know if we're allowed to have a camera just to see the reaction of people. Oh, my God. What's he doing up here? But nonetheless, Jack Smith is exactly what we said he is. He did exactly what we said he did. He had 2 brutal defeats at the U.S. Supreme Court. He had a brutal, fatal defeat in federal court in Florida with a great judge. He's had these defeats before when he went after John Edwards. He went after the Tea Party. This guy is a bad guy. He's a bad guy. We'll be right back.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-885-3300. That's 800-885-3300. 800-885-3300.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness?
Tonight, clear with lows around 30. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, highs in the mid-40s before the Arctic air and snow moves in Saturday night.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Your path to adult education begins with AEPP. Whether it's preparing for your GED, building your reading and writing skills, or discovering apprenticeship opportunities, learn more today at nysed.gov/adulted. A message from the New York State Education Department.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
With Car Guru's Discover, you can skip the filters and describe what you're looking for in your own words. Simply type what you want, And CarGurus Discover instantly surfaces real listings that match your exact needs. It's no wonder CarGurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site according to SimilarWeb's estimated traffic data. Buy or sell your next car today with CarGurus at CarGurus.com. Go to CarGurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's CarGurus.com. CarGurus.com.
When you're an HR pro facing a furious frenzy of tasks and challenges, don't sweat it, because it's all bambooable. Whatable, you ask? Bambooable. Bamboo HR combines oodles of power and a knack for making HR easier, so that everything's bambooable. Just name it. Payroll, that's bambooable. Hiring, onboarding, both bambooable. Hello, good to meet you. Performance management, that's bambooable. So if you're losing sleep over compliance, that's bambooable. Or you're hiring a few dozen people in Ireland, that's bambooable. Or you want to join our thousands of customers who reported saving an average of over $46,000 a year with Bamboo HR, that's bambooable too. Whatever people problem, data difficulty, or growing pain you have, they're all bambooable. Want a $100 gift card just for trying a free demo? Even that's bambooable. All you have to do is visit bamboohr.com/gift card. Easy as that. That's bambooable. That's Bamboo HR.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Making sense of your world.
Greatly appreciated.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
I love listening to you.
Making sense of the news. WMAL. Making sense of the forecast. Because you never know what Mother Nature has in store. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Defending the red, white, and blue. Join Mark Levin at 877-381-3811.
Have you ever heard of Mohammed Badawi? Mohammed Badawi. Now, I want to thank Mohammed Badawi and other individuals of his ilk. Now, why do I want to thank somebody who is an Islamist who wants to destroy America? Because he's at least out there and he's explaining what he wants to do. And it makes it possible for me to share this with you. So some of you who are still skeptical, not many of you, just a handful, understand that I tell the truth. Hat-Tip Memory, I've told you about this site, memri.org. It's a fantastic site. I encourage you to bookmark that site. Mohammed Badawi is the director of the New York Muslim American Society Youth Center. The director of the New York Muslim American Society Youth Center, which means he has a lot of contact with the youths and a lot of ability to brainwash them. And we are now raising Islamist youth to hate America, to hate you, and want to destroy the country. Listen to this. Cut 12, go.
As a Muslim, my response to all of this is do your worst. I'm not afraid. Because even if this body is broken, the spirit inside of it, you cannot reach. And it will continue, and Allah will replace you. Whether I see that or not is irrelevant. But I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the U.S. government. I'm not afraid of the United States Army. I'm not afraid of ICE. I'm not afraid of whatever they control. Not only am I not afraid, but it is my life mission to stand against all of the above. That every single iota of strength, wealth, and spirit that I have until I die will be spent fighting everything I just mentioned. To the last breath, or until they cease their oppression, cease their injustice. That's my reason for existence.
Ah, that's his reason. America government, the army, ICE. He exists to destroy. He doesn't seek assimilation. He doesn't seek civility.
No, utterly intolerant. And he's the director of the New York Muslim American Society Youth Center in Brooklyn. And that was him last Friday. And this nation has been overrun by individuals with this ideology. Overrun. And immigration is the problem. The way immigration has been treated prior to Donald Trump. Here we have Representative Rashida Tlaib, who's a lowlife, a vile lowlife. The things that she has said about the president in this country. And she's an Islamist who's elected to our Congress from Detroit. She took over John Conyers' seat in a very crowded Democrat primary. And here she is, Rashida Tlaib, on Capitol Hill yesterday, cut 17, go.
Since its inception, the civil rights violations has been clear. It's not just under Trump. It's been violations under Biden, under President Obama.
What civil rights violations? Now, from where her parents hail, there are no civil rights whatsoever. Period. Civil rights. There weren't any civil rights under Democrats, Republicans. Why? Because America sucks. That's why. And these people aren't here to improve America. They're here to destroy it. And if you hate America this much, you have to wonder, well, why don't you leave? No, it's my country too. And if I want to destroy it, I get to destroy it. Go ahead.
So it is very clear from how they recruit, how they do oversight, that it is a very rogue agency. But now the American people around the country are now seeing it, being even emboldened and rebuilt. So I ran on Abolish ICE 7 years ago. Been very consistent about this is an agency.
It's been very consistent. Abolish the police, abolish ICE, abolish America. Abolish, abolish, abolish. That's what they're about. Oh, and affordability, of course. Because all these people have worked so hard in our economic system to create wealth, opportunity, so forth and so on. But abolish all the entities that protect us from people like her. And not just her. Abolish them. Abolish ICE. Now think about that. What happens if we abolish ICE? ICE is immigration and customs enforcement. So abolish immigration enforcement and customs enforcement. Oh, that would be fancy. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Just imagine that. Just imagine that. And you hear her and you hear the others, not just Islamists, the Marxists, Democrats. They hate the country. They hate the country. People come here, Omar, Tlaib, others, or their parents come here. They're not invited here. They come here. And then they try and destroy it. I'm sick and tired of it. It turns my stomach. I'm just sick of it. All the hard work that's going on, one generation after another, to build this country. People who love this country, contribute to this country. I'm not even talking about billionaires and millionaires, just hardworking people like you. Many of you have served in the military or as cops or firefighters or emergency personnel or what have you. Or you volunteer to spend time to try and help build up the country and so forth. Look at these people. They contribute zero, nothing. And they're newly here and they want to destroy everything because they're smarter than everybody. You understand? You're worrying about those upcoming credit card bills, right? The balance. You can't seem to pay it down fast enough. And then the interest keeps growing and growing, and the interest itself, 20% or more. That's crazy. If you're a homeowner, there's no better time than now to call American Financing, wipe out that debt, eliminate that stress, set yourself up for a strong 2026. The Fed dropped rates for the fourth time in December. American Financing can help you access that equity in your home at an interest rate in the low fives. In the low fives, you heard me right. That's a lot lower than those average 20% credit card rates, aren't they?
Oh.
So you consolidate your debt, get it under control.
Turn this down a little bit. It's
pay it
commercial.
down, and you live a normal life.
Yeah.
American
Where'd you
Financing
go?
is there to help you. They're throwing you a lifeline. They're the best. I've used
Huh?
this. I could do this for my daughter.
Why'd you drop off?
They're saving their customers on average $800 a month, $10,000 a year. Imagine that. Remember, this interest is tax deductible. There are no upfront fees, no obligation to see how much you can save. Just call them and they'll walk you through it. And they're very friendly. They're very accommodating. And they're closing, in some cases, as fast as 10 days. They're even delaying 2 mortgage payments. American Financing is America's home for home loans. I encourage you to check them out. I've used them. Very, very happy with them. 888-900-1828. 888-900-1828. That's 888-900-1828. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 12334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR rates are in the 5s, start at 6.196% for well-qualified borrowers. Call 888-900-1828 for details about credit costs and terms.
So they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at law enforcement, at the Constitution. You know, they pick their targets. Remember when they were going after Clarence Thomas and Sam Alito? You know, now they go after Donald Trump, you see, because Donald Trump, there's something wrong with Donald Trump. You know, he's not only corrupt, they say, but he's lost his mind. Isn't that precious? The party that defended him.
Not a good time,
Joe
kiddos.
Biden.
I'm listening to the
Donald Trump
news.
has not lost his mind. He's sharp as hell. He's running circles, not around just every single world leader, but all of them combined. Some guy, Jason Crow, you've seen this guy, Democrat Colorado. He's a reprobate. He's disgusting. I don't care if he served in the military. He's still a reprobate and disgusting. It's a leftist. Cut 19, go.
I mean, this president is unstable. He is corrupt. He's interested only in his own power. He always has been. You know, I prosecuted the first impeachment trial of Donald Trump.
Oh, another great prosecutor. First impeachment trial he prosecuted. You know, corrupt, that's a funny word to use on Donald Trump, since he put his entire livelihood, his life on the line, his family, their business on the line. He's put everything on the line. Everything. Everything. Very few politicians ever do that. Very few. They talk about corrupt. How did the Obamas get so rich? How did Gore get so rich? They didn't come into office rich, but they leave office to become incredibly rich. 100 million, 150, 250 million. Where did all that come from? What do they know? What did they invest in? Go ahead.
About. I was one of the House impeachment managers.
Oh, aren't you special? He was a House impeachment manager. That must have been hard under Nancy Pelosi in the Democrat-controlled House. Oh, that must have been unbelievable how much work you put into that. You're such a genius. You sound like such a genius. Go ahead.
For weeks, making the case about how corrupt and unstable.
Well, you failed, you jerk. He wasn't found guilty. You wasted the nation's time. You dragged us into your rat hole. The whole nation. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
With great savings rates and debt solutions to help you refocus your finances, the new year is full of possibility with AmeriQ Credit Union. Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate past debt. financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Possibility starts here with AmeriQ Credit Union. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
Thinking about continuing your education? Start with AEPP. We make it easy to find adult education programs that fit your life. Whether it's preparing for your GED, building your reading and writing skills, or discovering apprenticeship opportunities, our programs are always expanding to make sure you receive the personalized support, flexibilities, and options that work for you and your future. Learn more today at nysed.gov/adulted. A message from the New York State Education Department.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now. You call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Limited time, 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Now, son, I think so too. Have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Everyone wants to know, so here it is.
On January 30th,
20 days in my life, my family, business, philanthropy.
witness history in the making.
There is much to accomplish in the next 4 years.
20 days
I will move forward with purpose and, of course, with time.
to become First Lady.
Here we go again.
Melania.
Hi, Mr. President. Congratulations. Did you watch it? I did not. I will see it on the news.
Exclusively in theaters January 30th. Rated PG. 12 guidance suggested.
My name is Whitney Allen. I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Be quiet now so he can educate you, whether you like it or not. Mark Levin is on the radio.
Mark, what are you talking about? They've set up this board of peace with like 60 nations that we're going to hit. That's a globalist enterprise, isn't it? All kinds of decisions are being made about Gaza. Input from the Turks. Turkey's run by a mass murder Islamist nutjob. Input from Qatar. You know about Qatar, they're the enemy. I go on, and the one country that doesn't provide input is Israel. This is troubling to me. Israel lost troops fighting Hamas. We didn't lose troops. Qatar didn't lose troops. Turkey didn't lose troops. In fact, Turkey and Qatar protected the leadership. And under this deal of disarming Hamas, if they throw their guns down, they get to go. They get the lead. And the head people, the head terrorists,
They get to leave too. Anyone consult the Israelis? Not one, even though they're the ones that shed all the blood. Not one. There's something about this that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. There's some grand plan, and the thinking seems to be we will build up Gaza even before we change the culture of Hamas and the Palestinians in Gaza. And everybody has a right to live freely and earn a living and so forth. Well, of course. But that's not what happens when you deal with generation after generation of people who've been indoctrinated to kill Jews. I'll give you a perfect example. Maybe not killing Jews, but we have Islamists, many from the Middle East, who are now in our country. The wealthiest country on the face of the earth, I would argue, certainly one of the freest, if not the freest country on the face of the earth. You can do what you want as long as it's lawful. Are they happy? No. The Islamists are plotting to destroy the country, even when they get elected to office like Mandana. Marxist Islamists, 1,000 different ways to destroy New York City. What's going on in Plano, Texas? What's going on in Houston? What's going on in Tampa Bay? What's going on in Patterson, New Jersey? What's going on in Dearborn, Michigan? And on and on and on. Did they seem happy? Do they seem assimilated? Is it enough that there's a capitalist system that can provide so much? No. So what makes us think we can build something not even close to what we have in the United States in Gaza, and then all of a sudden, people who have been raised since babies to hate Jews, to hate Americans, to hate Christians, they're going to say, oh, wow, I got a nice apartment. Wow, I got a nice job. Wow, it's not going to work that way. This is a slap of reality. May I slap reality around here, Mr. Producer? I think I will. What's next? We're going to put a Disneyland there and at the Rafah Gate. It's all of a sudden, little kids will learn that, oh, we're not so bad after all. The Americans, the Jews, the Christians. That's not what's going to happen. I just think the idea that, and it's very obvious, that Israel's being pushed out of this. Gaza belonged to the Jews for 3,500 years. Now they gave Gaza to the Palestinians. You see what happened. I don't need to go through all the dirty details. And now, after losing 1,000 soldiers, the equivalent of 35,000 American soldiers, Israel has no say. And it's right on their border. Instead, we're going to have 60 countries, including Turkey and Qatar and everybody, who are going to have a say. That's not phase 2 of the deal that I read on the 20-point deal. That's not what that says. I'm deeply troubled by this, deeply. I mean, can you imagine doing this on our border? With people who just slaughtered tens of thousands of Americans? That would be the equivalent. I don't think we would do that for 2 seconds, do you? No, not for a second. If your credit card balance is freaking you out, I get it. You can save money right now. Cut your cell phone bill in half by switching to Pure Talk's Saver Plan. Just $20 a month for unlimited talk, text, 3 gigs of high-speed data on Pure Talk's super fast nationwide 5G network. There's a veteran-led company that cares about giving back to those who served. If you're active or former military or first responder, you'll save an additional 20% every single month. The easiest way to free up cash flow is to reduce your monthly recurring bills, all of them. But start with cutting overpriced wireless. Don't get ripped off anymore by the big three. And switch to my wireless company, Pure Talk. Just dial #250 and say Mark Levin, and you're off to the races.
And Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will help you switch in minutes. Again, talk, text, data, just $20 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mark Levin. You'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Dial pound 250, say Mark Levin. Pure Talk is America's wireless company. Always a big hour 3, our power hour. And we're going to get into a whole bunch of new subjects here. We have another great guest. I don't normally have 3 guests.
Fried chicken.
We'll be right back.
Oh, Matt Galligan. Matt Galligan. You fucking troublemaker, motherfucker.
We wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right with you.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any 2 for just $5 and pair with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order in the app. Prices of decisions is not combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Your path to adult education begins with AEP. Whether it's preparing for your GED, building your reading and writing skills, or discovering
I just ate an ice cream cone.
Message from the New York State Education Department.
This new year, I want to spend more time with my family, get healthier, and make sure my finances are in order. That includes finally securing life insurance. My friend recommended SelectQuote. They've helped more than 2 million people find coverage in the last 40 years in 15 minutes.
Oh, poor Logical is having a problem tonight. He's using my mother's picture, but I won't block him. Logical doesn't dare come in my chat because people like him, you know, he don't like getting timed out or anything like that. He's too good for that. He's in Vegas spamming. As soon as I post there, because I don't have, I could block him. I do. Usually what I do is I'll block all of his robots except for one. Because you can see I'm only using the one account. Not there with multiple accounts. One account. And there's a 3-second delay. That ain't shit. Even 5 seconds ain't shit. You know? Can't wait 5 seconds. There's fucking something wrong with you.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app. Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com.
So all I gotta do is look at the other device because I got him fucking blocked over here. So when I come back into my chat with that account, I don't fucking see him because he's an idiot. There's nothing. You can't address anything I say. Nobody wants to address what you say because you're a dumb fucker.
In the hot seat, I'm Lisa Becerra, Fox News. Former Special Counsel Jack Smith testifying for hours before the House Judiciary Committee about whether partisanship played a role in his prosecution of President Trump as he ran for a second term.
Committee Chairman Republican Jim Jordan noted Special Counsel Jack Smith was appointed a few days after President Trump said he was...
Will Durant sees my post.
Smith appointed people to his team who participated in the raid on Mar-a-Lago.
Jack Smith then gets a gag order in his investigation on President Trump without filing a single affidavit with the court from a witness that they felt threatened by statements from the president.
Former Special Counsel Jack Smith testified to lawmakers.
It's asked whether to prosecute a former president based on the same facts today. I would do so regardless of whether that president was a Democrat or a Republican.
Smith said he believed the evidence proved President Trump tried to overturn the election results in 2020 and that he mishandled classified documents.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal, after the testimony, President wrote on Truth Social that Smith should be prosecuted, claiming that Smith destroyed the lives of innocent people and committed large-scale perjury. 235 million people in the path of what forecasters say could be a historic winter storm. Arkansas and Virginia have joined Georgia, Texas, and South Carolina, declaring states of emergency. Fox Weather's Mike Seidel's in Tulsa.
We're going to have up to a foot of snow from here in Tulsa, where temperatures Saturday will only be at 8 degrees.
That's 40 degrees below average, and the wind chill's 15 below zero.
That's kind of like what it is here for the last week.
New York City, Boston, Providence, all those areas getting a lot of snow. Now, the snow
We got snow.
Saturday night and into New York City and up the 95 corridor on Sunday morning.
Tiffany responded, telling me to smoke another one. Okay, I gotta go back to Vegas. I gotta go back to Vegas. I'm back in Vegas. There you are, Tiffany. There, we'll do it every 3 seconds. All right, there. That one was okay. All right. The only way I can beat it is to use 2 devices, and if I go back and forth, they can't. I can spam the chat easy. I only need 2 devices to do it.
You never know who might be taking the quiz.
Oh, what's the matter, Tiffany?
It's Candace Bush now.
I'm Rob Paulson. I'm Ryan Serhant.
Hey everyone, I'm Nicole Lizzie.
Everybody's Kevin Nealon.
What's up, guys? It's Mia Sue, and it's time to take the quiz.
5 questions in less than 5 minutes every day. Listen and follow at thequiz.fox.
That might get them going a little bit.
A 5-year-old boy among 4 students in the same Minnesota school district reported to have been detained by ICE this month.
Columbia Heights, Minnesota Public School Superintendent Zena Stenvik says the 5-year-old, Liam Ramos, was detained Tuesday with his father in their driveway as they were returning home from preschool. She says another adult in the home begged the agents to leave Liam there, but they refused. His middle school-aged brother got home 20 minutes later after Liam and their father had been taken away. The attorney says the family has an active asylum case with no order of deportation, and that they're being held in San Antonio, Texas. Homeland Security says the father is in the country illegally and fled when agents approached. The school superintendent says 2 separate.
Hey, Matt, you see where Andy keeps using Zenny's name? Oh, Zenny destroyed Billy Hayden. Man, I'm fucking stupid. Just plain stupid. I don't even respond to you. I don't call your guy's name out when I go in there. When I post the fucking coffee and donuts, that's, I was like, good morning. All right. You don't like me, you don't like me. All right. I don't respond to you fucking shit. Well, I have kind of today. I should change my account and start posting this chat right here. Fucking log liquor. Punk motherfucker. You want to see a dumb motherfucker? We'll show you a dumb motherfucker. This is one chicken shit motherfucker, this guy right here. Fucking win. Yeah, it's weird how they did how that one works on that. It seems like it should be bigger. Yeah.
Virginia's going to hell under the Democrats. Here's the latest under the so-called moderate governor. She's a disaster. This is from Fox News, Virginia Democrats introduced classroom DEI curriculum law on day one of legislative session. HB 614 requires new materials covering LGBTQ plus people, racial minorities, immigrants, and marginalized groups. This is stunning, disgusting. Just teach. As Democrats retake control of the Virginia legislature and governor's mansion, a flurry of far-left bills has been introduced to begin the legislative session, including one that would enshrine DEI in the classroom into law. HB 614, titled History and Social Science Standards in Instruction, Historically Marginalized Communities, was filed on January 13, a day before the session even began, by Delegate Sam Rasool, Democrat, Roanoke. The bill seeks to, quote, ensure comprehensive, accurate, inclusive education for an elementary and secondary school children. You believe this, Rich, for elementary school children? To fulfill that goal, the bill mandates instructional materials and standards in
Logical, you're a dumb motherfucker.
Courses that include contributions, perspectives, and experiences of historically marginalized
no users blocked.
Those communities, according to the summary, include racial and ethnic minorities, immigrants and refugees, women, individuals with disabilities, LGBTQ plus people, people from various socioeconomic backgrounds, individuals from various religious backgrounds, and an open-ended any other group of individuals that the Board of Education deems appropriate in order to affirm such communities and promote a more holistic understanding of history. These leftists are destroyers. Destroyers, they're brainwashers, they're haters. Really appalling. This is Virginia. 30 years ago, Virginia was a dark red state. And now, as a result of illegal immigration, the mobility of people moving from Maryland and DC into Virginia, all these things coming to a head, Virginia's going to be gone. Another state that's going to be gone. And then, of course, they want to change the voting system, as we discussed yesterday, so that a party can't actually nominate somebody to run for office. We'll have this weird system where everybody gets to vote twice, which means Democrats can nominate two people in the general election. The fix is in. And this is how California essentially went to hell, one-party state. The bill itself is short on specifics of what will be taught, but says that by March 1, 2027, which is the state's scheduled review and revision of its standards of learning, the new instructional materials and curriculum guidelines must be in place to, quote, explicitly include the political, economic, social, and cultural contributions of the communities described. I encourage you, those of you who have it, to read two books. Again, as a refresher, American Marxism and The Democrat Party Hates America. This is more of the same, dressed up in a different way, but more of the same. It does note that teachers must be equipped with materials to observe Black History Month, Women's History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month, Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, Disability History and Awareness Month, LGBTQ plus History Month, and other recognitions as determined by the board. No America Awareness Month, by the way. No patriotic teaching of any kind. No teaching about capitalism. The Department of Historic Resources shall coordinate consultation with subject matter experts from institutions of higher education. You see, all the disastrous stuff going on with faculty and others in colleges and universities will now be used on elementary school kids, middle school kids, and high school kids. This is how they're going to destroy this country, among others. But this is a big, big, big problem. And all the teachers' unions, they're so radicalized. They're so radical. They're Trotskyite unions. That's what they're. I said Trotskyite, maybe even the Maoists. That they're going to be pushing this crap left and right. Well, left anyway. Now, the same department is tasked with disseminating the new curriculum guidance to schools, quote, to ensure integration of inclusive history across curricula and to avoid isolating such content to a single month or observance. In other words, every day, day in and day out. Let me tell you something. No legislator wrote this. This was written by some radical, ultra hate America organization that put it together, wrote the bill, and gave it to this thug to introduce. Now, AOC. It was DUMB. Sandy, what they used to call her. Sandy of Westchester, New York, right? Oh, yes. And she was a bartender. And of course, I have nothing against bartenders at all. Just against this one. I understand she wasn't even a very good bartender. But then again, what do I know? I don't drink. So anyway, she's on Capitol Hill yesterday. Mass media reported on Biden's decline, but not on Trump. See, this is the next thing, that Donald Trump is in decline, when clearly he's not. Clearly he's not. But here we go. From Sandy, cut 20, go.
I think that the president has been acting in increasingly...
Now, this is a woman. May I say woman? Am I allowed to say woman? I know I can't define a woman because we're not allowed to define a woman. But this is the same woman who attacked Jesse Waters for sexually harassing her, not by actually sexually harassing her, but sexualizing her by some of the questions he posed to her. She can give it, but she can't take it, you see. So now it's Trump. He's in decline. Why? Because Sandy, the former bartender, said so. And Sandy knows. Go ahead.
I think it is really damning when we think about the degree to which...
By the way, it amazes me how the media hang on every word that she spews. Why does she go? It's really damning. Yeah. Yeah. Tell us more. Go ahead.
Outlets reported on Joe Biden, and yet...
Actually, honey, can I call you honey? No, I don't even want to call you honey. That's what I call my wife. I'll call you Sandy. Actually, Sandy, the media outlets didn't report on Joe Biden's cognitive decline. That was part of the problem. And the problem for you, Sandy, is you don't have cognitive decline because your cognitive abilities are already very, very low. Very, very low. Go ahead.
In Democratic Party changing its nominee, etc.
Shut up, you idiot. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems. Listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
The IRS, the world's most aggressive collection agency. They can seize your property, bank account, and garnish your wages. They cause sleepless nights for millions of Americans. Don't be one of them. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state, get protected today. Call 800-242-3186. Coast One Tax Group, protecting your bank, home, and your sleep since 2008. With hundreds of 5-star reviews and an A+ on the Better Business Bureau. Call Coast One Tax Group, 800-242-3186. Stanley from New York owed $93,000. The IRS placed a levy on his bank account. Coast One released the levy and settled with the IRS for $2,000. Mark in Michigan owed $225,000. After Coast One stepped in, Mark walked away paying less than $1,500. Call Coast One now. A 10-minute call can save you up to 93% on your back taxes.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader in out of Washington Street or online at widgetautosales.com.
Tu camino hacia la educación para adultos empieza con AETP. Te ayudamos a encontrar los programas que mejor se adapten a tu rutina. Saber más en nyset.gov/adult. Este es un mensaje del Departamento de Educación del Estado de Nueva York.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Taxes was waiting on the refund you needed yesterday.
All right, your car repair is going to run about $3,000.
Now Taxes is getting back on the road with TurboTax and Credit Karma, where you can get your refund up to 5 days faster and get personalized guidance to take every dollar further. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Deposit a federal refund into Credit Karma Money account and early submission of refund data by IRS required. Terms apply. Banking services provided by MVB Bank Inc. Member FDIC. Credit Karma is not a bank.
Well, it's Hammer Time, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Hammer Time, a good friend of mine in the program. Josh, how are you?
Mark, good evening. I'm doing quite well. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, it's my pleasure. Tell everybody about your podcast, by the way.
Yeah, so the Josh Hammer Show is a daily video podcast. It's up on YouTube. It's distributed by Salem, so it's over at the Salem News Channel. It's also just available via audio everywhere you get your podcast. We have some select radio affiliates as well. Mark, I only started doing this every day fairly recently, and I have to say I love it. I really didn't know that just ranting into a microphone could be so cathartic, but frankly, that's exactly what it is.
Okay, very, very good. Let me ask you a question. I'm getting a little bit concerned with this Board of Peace, where you have a lot of terrorist-related organizations on it, and warmongers, if you will. And there's a whole scenario being put together about how we're going to help rebuild Gaza and all these other countries involved, including countries, of course, that have funded Hamas, have protected Hamas, like Turkey and Qatar. And I just want to be blunt about this. I'm very uncomfortable with this because it seems to me Israel's being cut out of this process. Do you see that too?
It does look that way to me, Mark. I mean, Bibi Netanyahu's been very clear that Qatar and Turkey are not going to have anything to do with post-Gaza reconstruction. President Trump seems to have a slightly different view of Qatar and Turkey, and this is clearly an issue. This is clearly an issue where there's some distance between Trump's position and Netanyahu's position. And look, I mean, President Trump is the consummate deal maker. I mean, he's the whole art of the deal guy. He comes from a real estate background, and from a purely transactional perspective, I understand why you are trying perhaps to have dealings with some unsavory actors, whether it comes in the form of very wealthy investments, or Turkey is particularly complicated because they're a NATO country. We have a massive weaponry stored at the U.S. military installation at Incirlik on the Anatolian Peninsula. But from Israel's perspective, they're a tiny country. These guys are sponsoring Hamas, who just tried to slaughter them all, and is going to do so again and again and again. Frankly, I'm not sure I fully understand exactly what this whole Board of Peace thing is. I mean, to the extent that it's going to be an American-led prospective alternative to the United Nations, I guess that's fine. And to the extent that the goal is to redevelop Gaza, as Jared Kushner says, I think that's admirable. But to the extent that you're going to allow Muslim Brotherhood sponsors like Qatar and Turkey to potentially call the shots, I mean, talk about cutting off your nose to spite your face.
Well, I don't think we would do that, would we? I don't think we would. Countries that have funded terrorists who've killed our people and that continue to push hardline Islamist positions against us and so forth and so on. I don't think that we would be cotton up to the idea that we would have a board of peace and these guys would be on the board of peace. And not only that they would have a say in the disarming of the people who they armed and the disarming of people who are on our border. I just see this as weird.
So one of the analogies that I've been drawing ever since October 7th happened is I like to ask my fellow Americans, what would the United States have done if this had happened via the Mexican drug cartels, the Sinaloa cartel, Jalisco, groups like that? Let's call it in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. So let's extend the analogy a little further. Let's say that some of these leading cartels, which have operational control of large swaths of northern Mexico, let's say that these cartels are directly financially supported by foreign power. Let's call that country China, for instance. So if there was a gargantuan slaughter, and the equivalent of Israel's slaughter, 1,200 people, give or take, October 7th, the equivalent of that, comparing for population size, would be somewhere close to 50,000 Americans. So let's say that, God forbid, 50,000 Americans were slaughtered in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas. And then when it comes to trying to rebuild and reconstruct, do you think that the United States would call in China, who just sponsored the cartel to slaughter all these Texans? Do you think that we would invite China to the negotiating table? I mean, it totally beggars belief. So we would absolutely not do that. And it's not entirely clear to me why we would ask Netanyahu and the Israelis to do the exact same thing.
And I guess that's why they're cutting them out, a lot of these decisions, which is kind of ridiculous. Gaza used to be part of the land of the Jewish people, I mean, thousands of years ago, no?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gaza is literally in the Hebrew Bible. I mean, it's in the Torah, the 5 books of Moses. I mean, there's references to Gaza over and over and over again. I mean, it was Hebrew land. It was at one point Philistine land. It was really never really it was when they were largely populated by Arabs until the past few centuries at the most. But look, I mean, I think everyone, Mark, everyone here is cheering for a bright future for Gaza. There's not a person in the world who doesn't want that. This has been an issue for a very, very long time. Gaza, and even before Hamas took over, there were all sorts of problems in Gaza. The fundamental problem, and this is what people frankly don't want to talk about, the fundamental problem when it comes to Gaza is that the people of Gaza are deeply, deeply radicalized. I mean, when it comes to their level of support for Hamas and Al-Qaeda and ISIS, their level of support for suicide bombings and indiscriminate slaughter of what they refer to as infidels, whether it's Jews or Christians or non-Sharia supremacist Muslims even. I mean, the polling on this is utterly off the charts. And I don't really know how you do post-World War II German-style denazification on that kind of scale, because I'm not really hearing a whole lot of that talk. I'm hearing a lot of talk about building beautiful buildings and resorts and all that. And that's very nice. But the question in my mind is, how does this work where you just have a deeply, deeply radicalized Arab population here? To say nothing, by the way, of the terror tunnels. I mean, what? Are you going to build the Four Seasons in Khan Yunis over like a 500-kilometer long Hamas terror tunnel? I mean, how does that work exactly?
I don't know. And, we have Islamists in this country, a growing number, who talk about destroying America. We just saw in Philadelphia talking about decapitating people, and I can go on and on and on. Dearborn, Michigan, now outside of Plano, Texas, outside of Houston, Tampa Bay, Patterson, New Jersey. You can go on and on and on. And they're not assimilating. In fact, they're talking about conquering. It's coming out of the mouths of their imams even. And I don't know, I thought the United States, we have pretty nice buildings, and we have a lot of freedom here, and people can make a lot of money here. And yet these particular individuals don't much give a damn about any of that, do they? And so I'm thinking, okay, we're going to build sort of an old Hong Kong over here. And to your point, how does that change hearts and minds? It doesn't.
You know, unfortunately, the only language that the Arab world speaks, Mark, is power. It's really it. I mean, it is the only game in town. I mean, Israel, the United States, Western powers more generally have tried every which way to circumvent and get around the obvious fact that it is only brute, raw power politics. Well, definitely not the opposite of appeasement. It's only power politics that is the way that you demonstrate strength and establish that you're not going anywhere. I mean, think of the ways that Israel has tried to appease the Arabs ever since the state was constituted in 1948. I mean, frankly, you and I could have a 3-hour conversation about this, but I mean, whether it's giving away the holiest site in all of Judaism, the Temple Mount, after Israel recaptured Jerusalem in 1967, any number of other examples there of just total acts of appeasement. I mean, the second holiest site in Judaism being the cave of the patriarchs and matriarchs in Hebron. I mean, to this day, the Jews only control half of the cave. The Arabs control half it. So they've capitulated on the holy sites. They've capitulated when it comes to broad swaths of Judea and Samaria under the Oslo framework. It's nuts. Appeasement doesn't work, Mark. It's only power. It's the only thing that possibly works for these people. That's it.
That's Josh Hammer. He's fantastic. Josh, have a great Shabbat tomorrow night, and God bless you, my friend.
God bless you, Mark. Shabbat shalom.
You too. We'll be right back.
Newsmax, you like Newsmax. I like it too. Newsmax has been terrific.
President Trump is right. Millions like you are tuning into Newsmax. You're watching Newsmax on cable. You're going to our streaming channel, Newsmax 2, and you're downloading our free Newsmax app on your smartphones and TVs. Reuters Institute says we're now one of the top news brands in the nation. Every night, watch great shows with Rob Schmidt, Carl Higbee, Rob Finnerty, and more as they expose the big media lies, the Washington swamp, and they're never afraid to talk about faith, freedom, and the values that made us great. Find out why Newsmax is the fastest growing news channel in America. Make the switch today and join our news revolution. Get Newsmax on cable, on streaming, and download the free app today. It takes just seconds to start. Let President Trump know you stand with Newsmax. It's for real news, for real people. Make the switch today.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever...
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
Tonight, clear with lows around 30. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, highs in the mid-40s before the Arctic air and snow moves in Saturday night.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Tu camino hacia la educación para adultos empieza con AETT. Te ayudamos a encontrar los programas que mejor se adapten a tu rutina. Saber más en nyset.gov/adult. Este es un mensaje del Departamento de Educación del Estado de Nueva York.
When life happens and you need care fast, you can teledoc that. Actually, for almost everything health-related, checkups, check-ins, and everything in between, you can teledoc that. Visit teledochealth.com to get started. TELADOC health.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin, or a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save time and order ahead in the app. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Thank you for calling the Bombas Comfort Line. Bombas makes socks, slippers, tees, and underwear made with the highest quality materials. Press 1 for comfort, 2 for style, 3 for donation.
You chose style. Bombas is styles for whatever you enjoy. You can run in Bombas, lounge in Bombas, dress them up, dress them down, but always give back in Bombas. Because with every item purchased, another is donated. Bombas, comfort worth calling for. Go to bombas.com/audio and use code audio for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com and use code audio.
Spectrum TV Fixed TV. It combines all your favorite sports streaming apps with live TV.
32! Blue 32! It's only more Hail Marys!
It's only more bottom of the ninth magic.
It's only more slow motion replays.
It's only getting all the sports with over 100 hours worth of streaming apps like ESPN, Fox One, Tennis Channel, Peacock, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
¿Estás contemplando seguir tus estudios? Empieza con AEDP. Te ayudamos a encontrar programas educativos para adultos que mejor se adapten a tu rutina. Ya sea que desees prepararte para el GED, forjar habilidades de lectura y escritura, o descubrir oportunidades mediante aprendizaje laboral. Obtén más información hoy en nysed.gov/adulted. Este es un mensaje del Departamento de Educación del Estado de Nueva York.
Finding a hoodie that lasts through the season can be tough. The American Giant Classic Full Zip hoodie is made to last a lifetime, so you can count on it year after year. The iconic Classic Full Zip hoodie is the jacket that started it all for American Giant. Custom heavyweight fleece and side panels for mobility make it the best hoodie ever. Every American Giant piece is made in America and designed to last. No exceptions. The result is durable clothing, like the premium Slub Crew Tee, No BS high-rise pant, and slim roughneck pant that become part of your life. Snag the hoodie that will bring you comfort for life. The American Giant Classic Full Zip. Save 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com when you use code STAPLE20 at checkout.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT. Yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022?
They got bags of pop.
$999. or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71. Yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV
Bags
at the
of fun.
veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
When you grow it, you don't have to buy
Morning
it.
people wake up for peace
Pretty
and
simple.
quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's.
That's pretty much all
Sausage McMuffin with egg,
one
egg
plant.
McMuffin or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5.
So.
And pair it with $1.99 any size iced coffee. Save
5 bags
$10
left
Price
still.
of participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Whatever your goals, AmeriQ has the right loan solutions to help you consolidate debt, financial reviews to help you budget for the present, and certificate rates that'll help you save for the future. Get started today at ameriq.org/possibility.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it
9 o'clock.
now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union.
I want to listen to the rest of the news.
Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered.
I don't know what makes you think I want to talk to you, kiddos. I don't really want to talk to you, kiddos.
Equal opportunity lender.
I really don't.
Starting the year strong is easier and more delicious with
All you do is remind me of Doug and Patrick New York and Andy and Twit and his fucking stupid girlfriend and Paul B. All them fuckers over there from Doug's chat. That when I see you, that's what I see. When I see Coffee Man and a few others, I see JC. Especially when I see fucking Tom Carlisle. Nobody has simped on JC more than Tom Carlisle. Fuck you, Tom.
Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded.
Well, I don't know why you want to come up here, kiddos, because I really don't want to talk to you.
Oh, well,
And we have nothing in common.
payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Morning people wake up for peace and quiet. McDonald's breakfast people, we wake up for the sweet rush of getting that warm, delicious breakfast right before it ends.
Start your morning at McDonald's and mix and match a sausage McMuffin with egg McMuffin or sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles. Get any two for just $5 and pair it with $1.99.
You and Andy and the rest of them pushing yourself on me. All right? It's fucking pure harassment. You're jealous little motherfuckers.
Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter. Like
Yeah, if he can get on panel, show himself, he'll bear his ass if he thought he could get away with it. You can't leave your panel and leave him up there. So, nobody really wants to listen to your garbage. Nobody wants to see your fucking slack jaw. You're just a sincerely ignorant motherfucker. So you and Patrick Rowe, you should fucking go find a love seat somewheres and see if Linda can fit between you. Because you're not coming up on my panel. I'm not letting you up here ever again. Kills. I want you up here. The fuck do I want you up here for? Don't support my chat. Think you're trolling? You're just a fucking slob. You've done drugs so many times. Look at you. I don't want you around. You don't know how to behave. You're not interesting.
You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile bank.
Doug's so bored he wants to go visit people. I still don't know why he came up here.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking.
To help me go live. I figured I was ready to figure it out anyways, or people pressuring him. We need Billy. We gotta have somebody to pick on. Billy's easy. Come on up here and take advantage of my good nature. Any of you, come on up. Except for you, kiddos, you ain't coming up here. You've been defeated. You're an afterthought, if that, kiddos. And I had respect for Linda driving truck and shit, but you turned out to be a piece of shit, kiddos. You're not funny. You think you're funny? You're not funny. No, you crossed the line. They'd probably take a swing at you if we were in the same room and running your mouth the way you do, half you motherfuckers. They'll fucking floor you, drive you, and fucking knock you right out. Well, Pat, another boring day. Well, here you are every day. You got my name in your mouth every day. You got my name on your brain every day. And you won't come up on the panel. Why is that? Why is that, Patrick? Yeah, we'll give you another union break. You need a union break. I just timed you out for 30 minutes. Take a union break. Go back to Vegas if you want to post in a chat. Well, fuck you, Patrick Rowe, or New York. Same thing. Nothing boring here. I'm not bored. If I am, I'm going to end this stream and go to bed. Getting to be about that time. Seriously, my own peers acting like this. I don't know what they think they're going to accomplish. What are you going to accomplish, Patrick Francis Callahan? Vegas chat?
I think so too. Have you thought about how you're going to finance it? Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right? Of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really?
Empress try to get me in trouble. Want me to shoot somebody.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal Opportunity Lender.
News Talk 105.9
WMAL. I'm at that point now, too. Been at that point, actually, for a while. That time he come up on my panel not long ago, and he wouldn't address what I was talking about. Just sit there and acted, don't take things so seriously, whatever. I just ignore him. Oh, really? Well, why don't you tell your friends to ignore me? Well, they don't want to, so. That's right, Doug. Who the hell was saying you're a fucking chat diplomat or some shit? Doug is just like JC. Exactly like her. Other than the fact he's an American and she's Canadian. But Doug favors foreigners. He thinks they're the most fascinating things. Europe is the most fascinating thing in the world.
New York State Education Department.
Yeah, and they don't abide by them same rules. They hide in that chat like they did in JC's. So Dougie is actually the new JC. And they're imploding because look at how they attacking me. Look at what Andy 504 and the rest of them. See how they're behaving? Those are all they're all Doug's friends. No, I don't go there either. Well, everybody has a ranch. Yeah, okay. All right, you got Siberian Gal Pal. Looks like she just fucking returned from the moon. You know? My own peers. All because they hate Trump. Yeah, you're pretty insecure there, Alice. Siberian Gal Pal. Ooh, you got a dog and it's a Siberian Husky. Oh. Oh, 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 hello. It's like your Gal Pal. My dad was in the Navy.
Home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Everyone wants to know, so here it is.
January 30th.
Yeah, they're not. You want to read what these are his rules.
Here we go again. Hi, Mr. President. Congratulations. I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere.
So he started streaming in 2020. That's right. I told you, Christmas 2020 is when everything really went down. Found, met him in that. Was in Zenny's chat. Met Zara. Went backstage with Zara and them. They showed the movie The Minions. I sat backstage with them for fucking 2 hours. Please keep the chat pleasant and polite. Doug, why are your people coming in here and not being pleasant and polite in my chat? You gonna hold them to the same rules? Huh? If I come into your chat to confront them, you time me out. So Doug, you're just another JC. You and fucking Wiggin might as well just fucking get in bed together because that's where you are. Please be respectful of others, present or not. No negative or disparaging comments about anyone. Please limit your use of emojis to one line. Do not repeat them line after line. No whining. Do not pester people or try to talk to people who don't want to talk to you. See, I don't talk to your fucking friends, and look what they're doing, Doug. You gonna hold your people to the same standard? Do I need to come to your fucking chat? I made you leave there one night. You went live after I went off the air, and I see you went live, and I come back, and you fucking left. You're next, Doug. I'm going to address you, Doug. In fact, you should come up here right now. You should come up here right now, Doug, because I want to ask you. You're going to answer my fucking questions. Maybe not.
Why America's always been a land where virtue can lead, peace and prosperity.
Do not pester people or try to talk to people who don't want to talk to you. Behave like an adult. Your friends don't behave like adults. Fuck you. Fuck you, Doug. You foreigners better stay out of my business with this guy. None of your fucking business.
Let us go to John, Kansas City, Kansas, the great KCMO. John, go right ahead, please.
Professor Levin, my name is John. I'm originally from the other side of Philadelphia, Runnymede, Belmont, where 676 is 295. But after 5 years... Yes,
they're all stuck up Shannon's fucking crack, too.
Kansas, 2 deployments to Iraq, 1 deployment to Afghanistan. I decided to come back out here to Kansas, and I've been fighting with convention.
I watched that Tassie Joe fucking the fighting starting over there, and then she ends up at JC's, and there's like 3 or 4 other people that did the same shit.
Right now because we passed it.
They got all these subscribers.
Your brother from another mother, Mark Beckler, tonight when he was calling in early today.
Fucking 3 people posting in their chat.
Yes. But I want to put out a thing to the rest
And they talk about my numbers.
that afterwards, I talked to one of the senior leaders here in Kansas, in the House. And we've already started working on the framework for how delegates get elected and what their jobs are when the convention gets called. So that way, we don't have this BS John Birch Society runaway convention, because that's the first part before it goes back to the state capitol. So the time is now, the energy is now. So
Feels weird not seeing Alpesh live. Poor guy.
Because Nancy Pelosi has been in the House since I was 6 months older than Tyson. That needs to end yesterday.
Yeah, there's a number of things. We need a tax limitation. We need to draw down the debt. We need to do a number of things. And Convention of States has it in a nice compact form, and we need to get behind that. And we'll continue to talk about it. Thank you, my friend. Excellent call. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Let me put my glasses. Oh, by the way, not that you care. So I decided to get new glasses. That's right. I decided to get new glasses. You know, I get this needle in my eye. And I've had these same glasses for 4 or 5 years. Well, you have to update them. So I couldn't see right. And then it turns out I need reading glasses. And it's like night and day. The whole world opens up to you. It's fantastic. Do you wear glasses yet, Mr. Producer? You don't? How old are you again? Oh, you got laser eye. Excuse me. You got laser eye surgery. But I had perfect, more than perfect eyesight for most of my life. And then I hit like 45. And then suddenly it starts to decline a little bit. And then you get all this weird stuff going on. But it's like changed my life already. I just picked them up today. I wanted to get them before the snowstorm, you know.
I got to do something real quick. I'm going to mute myself.
I'm sorry, America. I don't like being that.
Unmute your mic.
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you want?
How's it going, Billy?
And then don't ask me how it's going. What do you want?
Who do you like between the Patriots and the Broncos?
I don't like either one of them. I don't follow football since Kaepernick fucking kneeled during the night. He's an idiot. What do you want?
I came to ask you. Did you file your taxes?
Dumb fucking question. I'm retired. I don't file taxes, you stupid fuck. I'll earn a paycheck, so I don't file income tax. Yeah. I'm going to find out. Hello? Now, this ain't Gotti. Obviously, this is Alpesh Patel. You going to fucking post in my back chat? Huh? Guess what? I'm going to find out who you are right now. There you go. Poor little Alpesh Patel is mad at us. Maddie. He just come in my backstage as Gotti, but wouldn't say anything when I let him up. You're a fool, Alpesh. On top of being a weakling, you can't even do a fucking push-up. Can you see Alpesh Patel on a motorcycle with Mary Burney on the back? All right, I'll see everybody on the flip side. You're late there, Alex Trebek. I'm leaving, but I'll be back. Oh, I gotta go make dinner. I haven't had dinner. On the flip side, DA.